Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin.
Oh, forget it.
Oh yes, we're here with today's Bitcoin news video. Let's get right to the price chart. Right now, Bitcoin is at $57,393. I'm showing you the weekly chart here from the beginning of the year. This is literally January 1st over here. So you can see everything we've done this week. This is the weekly chart. The last 4 weeks were down, and this week so far is a little bit up. But, in terms of the daily chart, the bulls have work to do. Yeah, it currently looks like a bearish retest of the 200-day EMA and the May lows. So yeah, this is the chart here that he's talking about. And you can see this little bit right here. We've come down below the 200 EMA, and we're sort of knocking on the door trying to get above it, and we'll see if we do. Over the next few days, we'll find out if we're going to rise above the 200 EMA and keep going up, or we might bounce off it. We might go down. We might go to 52K. We might go to 47K.
Oh, forget it.
I'm telling you, are you ready for 47K? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it might, right? Who knows? But yeah, the big news of today is that the German government is still selling their Bitcoin. Oh, what a blunder. Yeah, the German government is now left with only $750 million worth of Bitcoin after dumping 8,800 coins today. After having $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin last week, they've now sold over 80% of their Bitcoin. And the fact that Bitcoin just absorbed $3 billion of sell pressure this week is massive. Yeah, and here's what the German government has left. And yeah, think about that. So much selling. And yeah, the price went down a little, maybe, but not that much. So, I mean, look, what's the market cap of Bitcoin? Like $1.2 trillion or something. So 3 billion is, maybe 3/1000ths of the market cap. It's not that massive, but anyway, the German government is selling, but BlackRock is buying. Yeah, maybe that's why the price isn't going way, way down, right? So, but yeah, this is breaking news. The RNC pro-Bitcoin platform, RNC is the Republican National Convention, right? Their pro-Bitcoin platform, influenced by the Bitcoin rights bill, has passed into law in Oklahoma, Louisiana, Montana, and Arkansas. So look, this is just a little bit of like adoption news. I mean, this just shows you how Bitcoin is getting into the mainstream through the government, through states, right? And these laws are good. These laws, usually they protect self-custody, and it's all about Bitcoin rights, which we need because you know what the government wants to do. They want to come after you and tax the bejesus out of you and take everything from you. So at least we need, this is good news. Let's put it that way. And here, more adoption news about Santa Monica, California, learning Bitcoin peer-to-peer. So PEER to PIER, because it's referencing the Santa Monica Pier. Oh yeah, there it is. Have you ever been to Santa Monica, California? Anyway, in an initiative led by Vice Mayor Lana Negrete, the Santa Monica City Council unanimously votes to pilot a Bitcoin office to be coordinated with Proof of Workforce. Yeah, Proof of Workforce is apparently this nonprofit here. But yeah, look, a Bitcoin office. I don't know what they're going to do in the office. Or maybe they're going to do training sessions, but it's literally a city in California that's going to open a Bitcoin office. Think about that. Yeah, and this is just how bullish Bitcoin is. Looks like everything is going to zero against Bitcoin. Yeah, here's gold on the top left, going to zero. Here's oil on the top right, going to zero. The S&P 500 and home square footage. What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. But anyway, and these are, these aren't linear charts. These are sort of, I don't even know what the name is. But anyway, but it's true. Everything, it might not go to zero against Bitcoin, but everything is going down, down, down compared to Bitcoin, right? US dollar, all fiat currencies, that's a given. and all those assets too. So the other big news today is that Block, the company, is to supply Core Scientific with around 15 exahash worth of its 3 nanometer ASICs. Oh yeah, that was a mouthful. But basically, Block announced an agreement to supply Core Scientific with its these specific mining ASICs, and so they're sort of joining forces to build miners, and they're going to try to do it obviously, faster and cheaper, and they want to sell miners to everyone, including normal people, because the mining industry, some people argue that it's sort of centralized. There's like maybe five or 8 big miners throughout the world, and they're so big and powerful that they usually get the block rewards. And if you're a small miner on your own, there's like a 0 chance of you getting a reward for a block. So anyway, that's what Block is doing, and with Core Scientific, that's the overall thing they're trying to do is to help the mining space, and so they're doing it. So anyway, we'll talk more about this as more information comes out. This is literally the first day it was announced. All right, subscribe if you'd like to, and let's get into some fiat government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues. Inflation is theft. Oh, there's an awesome meme at the end of this video. Oh, I can't wait to share it. But yeah, inflation is theft. Look at this. A woman with $20 of groceries before going home to her $15,000 home in 1980. Look, she has a whole cart full of groceries, $20. And her home, $15,000. This is 1980. This is 44 years ago. Not that long. Not that long. And look, inflation is killing you. And there's a lot of Fed news this week. They're having all these press conferences or whatever. But basically, Jerome Powell, there he is, the Fed chair, he was commenting on U.S. debt, quote, "The path we're on is unsustainable." And I mean, he said that quote a million times. And it's just a big joke. It's just a big joke. And these people in suits sit around and talk. And it's just a big show. So buy Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin, stay humble, stack sats. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not financial advice. But this is also breaking. Bipartisan senators propose a congressional stock trading ban. Yeah, look, we've all seen what Nancy Pelosi is able to do in the markets. She's killing it because they have insider information. I don't know why they were ever allowed to trade with all this insider information. Well, because the system's rigged and these idiots make the rules. So they make the rules for themselves and, it's legal for us to trade. Okay, no, it's not. So anyway, there's now a bunch of senators are proposing a bill to end this. Yes, end it, please. My God, why are we letting these corrupt politicians get their insider information and trade and make millions of dollars? Absolute corruption. Yes, sound money eliminates these shenanigans. Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, they can't do this. They wouldn't do this. Yeah, and Guy Swan, of course, always delivering great messages. Here's his message today. Good morning. The government isn't a system for serving the people. It's a giant PR system, public relations system, to sell violent power as a societal good. Its success is in convincing us to hate and fear some other group, demographic, or abstract, undefinable catastrophe more than we hate and fear them. Yeah, so this is what politicians do. They want us to argue with each other and be fearful of everything because they don't want us to notice all the corruption that they're doing. That's all it is. Thank you, Guy Swan, for breaking it down. All right, Goldman Sachs is to launch 3 tokenization projects by the end of the year. I haven't looked into this much, but look, Goldman Sachs was forever saying that Bitcoin was a scam, crypto's a scam, everything's a scam. But of course, Bitcoin is steamrolling every single thing in the world because it's the only pure thing in the world in terms of money and store of value. And yeah, now everybody's jumping on board. But I don't know, this tokenization stuff is different than Bitcoin, obviously. But anyway, this is where the future's going. We'll see. We'll learn more about how this unfolds as these big organizations launch these new things, right? All right, this is just in. The CFTC chairman, Ralston Benham, says the Illinois court ruled Bitcoin and Ethereum as commodities. Okay, do you agree or disagree that Ethereum is a commodity? All right, now we're not going to get into this debate here, but I'll tell you the answer. No, Ethereum is not a commodity. Bitcoin is a commodity. Ethereum is not, which is why this whole thing with these Ethereum ETFs being approved, Ethereum ETF should never be approved because it's not a commodity. Anyway, there's people like Bitcoin University. I don't know if you follow that channel on YouTube, and many other people who have commented on this and shown that Bitcoin is a commodity. Ethereum is not. Solana is not. None of these others are commodities. They're not. But this is the corrupt government is just going to push it all through because they all want to make money, right? Crypto's the new hot thing, and they're just going to let everything go through. Now, that's what those corrupt people are doing. What do you have to do? You have to understand the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else. And it's easy. Bitcoin is the thing. Everything else is an S-coin, right? Think of it that way. And yeah, here's Michelle Weekly saying, this is why we Bitcoin. Why? Well, the U.S. government debt market collapse has started. This has massive implications for the economy, a thread. And if we look at this image here, this is projecting into the future. I think right now we're somewhere in this area of the chart. But yeah, it's going to get ugly. So basically, the U.S. dollar and the whole U.S. dollar financial system is going to crash in the next, we don't know how long. It could be 1 year, it could be 5 years. We don't know. But it's going to crash, and it's going to crash hard. And Bitcoin is arguably the only good hedge against that. All right, here's Walker saying, this is the best Bitcoin meme he's seen in a long time. And I will link to this. It's 3.5 minutes, but it's this famous, the meme with Hitler from a movie, and they put all these subtitles in it. And this one's about, Germany selling their Bitcoin. It's actually really funny. So I'll link to it, but definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. It's very funny. Yeah, and here's these guys. We got caught, Brian. Just act normal. Uh-oh. Got caught. They freeze. Now look at this other one. Just act normal. Oh, yeah. That's how it works. Yeah, and this one got me, right? This is me watching brainwashed normies begin to question official narratives, right? So proud, bringing a tear to my eye when the normies start questioning these absolute propaganda narratives. Oh, and here you go. She said taxation is theft. So yeah, things are getting pretty serious. I love this one. Yeah, it's so funny. Anyway, this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click the link on the very top. It says join our locals community. And come over here and join our locals. It's free. I post some exclusive videos over here throughout the week. It's really cool, but that's your Bitcoin news video for today. Please subscribe to the channel and follow the channel and join the locals. I appreciate all you savages in the comments giving me support and adding value. So definitely check out the comments and say hi in the comments too. And yeah, and there's a bunch of negative comments too, but I accept that. It's okay. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Bitcoin news video. All right.